Hello, hello.
Play stream.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back, everyone.
Glad to be
How's
back.
everyone doing?
Gave your stream overlay.
No!
No, I can't.
Babe!
What? I don't
Wait,
see what's
what?
wrong.
Oh my
Wait,
god!
what? Olivia who?
I don't see
Oh
what
my
you're talking about.
god! Oh my god! Oh my
Oh.
god!
What? There was just 4 players, right?
Yeah, that's
It's
what I
like the
remember.
equivalent of being like, this is too soon.
Oh my god!
Too soon. I don't
Womp
feel so
womp.
good, GM.
Turns to dust, feels bad. Oh boy. Alright. First, let me just preface? English is hard.
Preface?
Yeah.
Let me preface today's session, in case you guys haven't noticed it, potentially, but I am a little bit sick, so my voice may seem a bit off. That's why. I'll be sucking on lozenges the entire game, but I'm fine. I'm just letting you know in case you're like, what the hell's going on? So there you go.
With all the saliva
the-
noises.
Oh my
The
god.
ghoul will eat your body.
Ugh.
Oh my god. I don't feel so good. Oh my god. Alright. Without further ado, let's get into the recap. A lot of stuff happened last session. Not much of it good. So, welcome back to session 7 of Escape from the Underdark. Last session. Well, we're on the big number 7. Woo!
Woo.
Last session, our party continued their trial within the Crucible of the Guilty, where a modified ghoul arrived. Just moments from it arriving, however, it further transformed, gaining larger crystals, sharper claws, and a violet aura. The ghoul boss shrieked throughout the arena, and the fight with it had begun. Devil soared through the air, heading straight towards the ghoul, and leaving the party to deal the finishing blows to the remaining enemies. What she didn't expect, however, was that the ghoul was waiting for her. The ghoul leaped and clawed at Devil the moment she got close. Devil was severely damaged and even paralyzed. As the ghoul continued to tear and rip through Devil's flesh, Ginnar arrived and struck the boss with a heavy blow. But as Ginnar damaged the ghoul, Devil was already too far damaged and ultimately failed her next and final death saving throw. But Devil did not suffer an ordinary death, no. She suffered complete oblivion, or more specifically, ruination. Devil turned to violet ash, and all of Steve, his living characters in the world of Agathok, were abandoned. Their soul left their body and joined Devil in the void, in the nothingness, in oblivion. Some, like Karl, lost the will to keep fighting. But in the end, the party managed to steal their wills, gather each other, and keep fighting. Ginnar tackled the ghoul and brought it down to the ground where a large Broc, now buffed with haste from Cassius, steered down upon this creature. And so, we resume where we left off, in the middle of combat, with the party directly facing the boss, with weapons and spell foci in hand. Alright. Everyone good?
No,
Yep.
man. No.
I
I can't say anything because I'm still within space rend distance. Not like actually, but like
Look at
move
that pretty
dash.
face.
Oh god.
Aw.
All right. So we start. We resume. I should say combat with Ginnar being the one up. A reminder that you guys are now able to clash this creature, as he is sufficiently damaged. I will remind you guys to review the notes that you have made if you haven't already, including the traits that you've already discovered from this creature, its abilities, all that good stuff, or I guess not so good stuff. To review your, in between turns, to figure out what you want to do during your turn, review your abilities, your potential actions, that sort of stuff. And a reminder to make tactics checks.
Yeah, we still got some stuff to go through.
Yeah, that you do. All right, Ginnar,
Yep.
it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna clash.
Okay, had a feeling.
Yeah.
So let's. We mentioned it before. Cool.
Mhm.
So we'll be doing a clash against this creature. I'll be going over the rules now of a clash. As a reminder for those of you who've done it before, and as just an introduction to it, to Cassius or Riley, who has never seen one of these go down. I don't
Nope.
think.
And I'm probably gonna be scarred.
Probably. So, to perform a
Yeah.
clash, you have to forego your action, bonus action, and reaction for the round, and you clash against an appropriate creature within 5 feet of you. That's definitely an appropriate creature currently.
Mhm.
Damn. So
So-
it still gets its action and everything afterwards?
This guy does, absolutely.
Wow.
You spend your entire turn, or whoever it is, spends their entire turn essentially clashing this creature, and then they lose their reaction as well. A clash is 3 contested checks. And the results of a clash have varying effects. They could be really good, or they can be catastrophic, to say the least. So when you start a clash, there are different types of clashes. When you start a clash, you declare the type of clash that you will be doing. That is either a martial clash, which is typically through an attack roll using weapon, an arcane clash, which is typically through spellcasting, and I'll go over that in more detail later if need be. Faith clash, which is typically made through faith checks, and are typically for those that are just really devout in their worship of a deity or other thing. And the fourth one is a special clash, which is really just available if I tell you it is, which right now it's not available, so don't worry about that one. Whichever one you decide, the other creature will then decide what type of clash it will be doing, and at that point, depending on the clash, so if you pick martial, for instance, for the 3 contested checks, you'll be making a very simple just attack roll with the weapon. Does that all make sense so far?
Yep.
Yep.
A lot of info.
Yep, there's a lot of info. Clash is a very, go big or go
Intricate.
home, literally,
Yeah.
type of thing. There's a lot of rules that go in it. But essentially, every contested thing, every contested check, whoever wins it will get a point or a win. And by the end of the third contested clash check, whoever has the most wins the clash. It's worth mentioning that even if you have 1 win and the enemy has 2 wins, you'll still do something. Likely, there's a chance you don't, but there is still a high chance you still do something, you still do damage or something to the other creature. But the other creature will hit you a lot harder. Everyone good?
Yep.
Mm.
No, man.
Cool. I'm glad to see the morale is very high tonight.
Extinguished hope, Gabe.
Yes. Oh boy.
Okay.
Clash.
So,
clash,
you want to
clash.
clash?
Yep.
Very well then. What will you be doing?
Damage.
Martial clash with your
Yeah.
butcher's sword, I imagine, or your packed
Mhm.
weapon.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
I don't know if I can cast green flame blade during a clash, but I would want to.
It would only affect the first attack.
Okay. Better than nothing.
All right. In that case, Ginnar grabbing a hold of this creature. For a moment, Ginnar looses his grip and instead focuses on gripping his butcher's sword. He grabs it tight. Ginnar, you hurl it back. Flames surround the blade, green flames, and you swing at this creature with all your might, foregoing defense for full offense. Go
Yep.
ahead and make me an attack roll, as this creature will be also responding with martial.
Ah, that's not good.
Mm.
Ginnar, you swing your blade. You graze through the creature's chest. You slash a part of it. However, as your blade barely scratches it, its claws comes and rips through your flesh. However, a clash is made with threes. Go ahead and make me another attack roll.
That's better.
Hey.
Yeah.
As you feel pain throughout your chest, you grip your sword while it's in the air, missing. You flip it around, and you thrust it back, stabbing the creature through its chest. Go ahead and make me a third and final attack roll.
Ooh.
Oh.
Mm.
All right. As you stab this creature, you begin to twist the blade. You feel as if victory is assured, but then the blade slows and begins to glow a violet color. As the creature stares at you and moves past you, it moves towards you, the blade digging further through its body, but it does not care. As it approaches you, it grabs its claws and tears at your arms. Unfortunately, other unforeseen circumstances have appeared.
What?
For some
Okay.
reason, you have lost this one particular roll.
So I only won one?
Correct.
Damn.
What? No.
All right. 1 moment.
I thought I didn't need inspiration, but apparently I did. Like, oh, I got above it. It should be fine.
Go ahead and roll me the green flame blade.
Sure.
I also updated the macro, so it rolls the damage now.
Nice.
All right.
Oh.
Give me 1 moment there as a A lot of math involved. Alright. The creature, however, still took quite a bit of damage, taking 26 damage from your attacks.
Ooh.
Nice.
However, in your case, you'll be taking 48 damage.
Is this at once or like 2 parts? 'Cause I do have
Oh, right,
this.
you have the Relentless Endurance, right?
Yeah.
One moment then. Let me subtract the damage. I guess doesn't matter, you have 1 hit point anyways. And the
Yeah.
the leftovers damage is not massive.
Okay.
Oh,
That's good.
time to run over there with my cure wounds.
So you're gonna use Relentless Endurance?
100%.
Very well then. Alright, the first attack triggers pain, floods your mind. However, you are not a coward. And so you endure. However, the follow-up attack was not what you were expecting, and as it tears into your arms, you take damage, but not as much as you would have.
Oh,
Mhm.
what's that death symbol for?
Dying.
Oh.
Very
It's not like the
Not
full. Yeah, I'm like, huh?
He's dying.
Yeah, I just, I don't really see that one too much. Usually it's just they're down. Don't really see that skull. That skull's really daunting. I don't like it.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's always been there.
Uh-uh.
I don't know. Somebody else go down, test it.
Well, Ginnar
Got it.
drops to the ground, unconscious and dying, but not
Yeah.
not maimed, which is pretty good.
Impressive. Yeah.
Mhm.
That will be Ginnar's turn. Next is Karlp. Oh god. He'll conjure up a blast and fire it. The fish smacks the creature in the face.
Like flop.
Oh, hold up.
God damn it, Carl. Why didn't you do your tactics check?
My bad.
He doesn't know what
That's
the fuck's
not
going
the
on.
damage he should have dealt. There you go. Hope does not
Mr.
hit him as
DM.
hard.
Mr.
Why?
DM, I have a question about one of the things.
What's up?
Because the space rend is an action, and the thing where you stop him from using the space rend by hitting him with a crystal, that lasts until the start of its next turn. So does that mean it just doesn't really do anything? Because we haven't I don't know if the ghoul like attacks not on its action, but I haven't seen it attack not on its action. And the losing sight thing, it says it only
Oh,
lasts
that's-
until the start of its next turn.
Yeah, that's a bit of an oversight on my part. Never mind. Sorry about that. End of turn, not start.
End of turn. Okay, cool, thank you.
What a catch by him.
Good catch.
I've
Good
been
catch.
I spent so much time thinking about that last week.
Good
I was
catch.
like, okay.
All right, Brock, you are huge. Literally, you are hasted. You feel energetic. You stare down on this ghoul who just took down Ginnar. It stares at you. What do you do?
Here's a question. If I move here, would I be flanking with this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you do that.
Okay.
He's considering you an ally.
Okay, I will do here, and then stabbing him with a crystal, would that be part of an attack?
Yes. That would be like an improvised attack.
Okay, then for my the extra action I get from haste, can I use that to attack him with the crystal?
I gotta read up on the haste ability again. Give me a second.
Speed is doubled, +2 AC, advantage on dexterity saving throws. You get 1 extra action, which you can use for 1 weapon attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action. When the spell ends, I can't move or take actions until after my next turn, as a wave of lethargy sweeps over me.
Yep, you're good then.
Cool.
Improvised weapon, still weapon attack.
Cool. So I press that button. Let me find it, sorry. Improvise. Am I throwing? No. Can I add my inspiration? An inspiration point to that?
Yeah, go for it. Roll a d6.
Whoa, nice.
All right, Broc holding his battle axe in hand. You switch it to one hand only. You grab a hold of one of the crystals and you stab at this ghoul. You add yet another crystal to its formation of crystals, but this one does not glow a violet color. This one glows a deep red, which when... Yep.
I just realized I didn't need to use inspiration because I have the +2 from flanking. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No worries. So you want to take back the inspiration point?
Yes, because I have +2 from flanking, which makes it 14.
All right.
Nice.
Well, still hits.
Sorry.
No worries, no worries. You stab this creature, and the crystal glows red. It is weakened. God, I forgot you have so much strength.
All right, I'm good. Okay, I'm breathing. We're good. I'm good. I would like to attack him. I want to do a tactics check.
Go for it.
Nice.
As you stab this
I'm a little
creature, it
worked up.
reels back in pain. You examine it. Gotta make me a tactics check. Don't forget to add the 1. Doesn't matter. That's a nat 20.
It's a natural 20.
Alright.
We got that. Then I want to know what what's it called? The Extinguish Hope. I want to know what Extinguish Hope is.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Alright, give me a sec. Alright. Extinguish Hope is a reaction. As a reaction to failing a saving throw or clash check, this creature can choose to succeed instead. This creature can use this ability up to 8 times and only once per clash.
Dang it. Okay. Up to 8 times.
Did it usually use that on Ginnar then?
Yeah.
And
you
that's
could-
what he would have used, yeah.
That
7
was
more to go.
Extinguish Hope.
All right, I'm gonna hit him with an axe.
Broc looks at this creature. Interesting. Anyways, grabs battle axe and swings.
Whoa. Stressed out.
21 will hit as you beat this thing down with the might of a giant battle axe from a giant being. It takes 9 damage as it is bloodied.
Okay, and then my second attack.
Blood splatters. Broc, hasted, however, grabs his battle axe, swings again. 6 damage. Blood splatters.
And I'd like to action surge
Let's
and
go.
attack him again.
Broc,
2
as your
times.
general pumping, swings again.
All right.
Oh.
I'm so stressed
The
out.
blade comes down and crashes on the creature, nearly chopping it in two, but it manages to retain its form, but barely.
Right, and then my last attack.
The Dwargar looks stunned. Oh,
Oh my
god. Roll another d10.
Oh my god, like shaking. Oh my god.
The Dwargar looks stunned, but Broc is still not done. As Broc pulls the battle axe once more, the blade hums as it strikes down on the creature. But the creature still stands, barely. The crystals, the violet begins to start flashing dimmer and dimmer.
God. All right, that's my turn. Let me find the button. Then a pixel. Oh, dang it.
Dwargar, stunned by your effort, grabs his war pick, confident, swings it.
Oh no, dude. He gets a +2 for flanking.
Oh, that gets a +2 in flanking, unfortunately. Miss. Cassius.
Out of get out of space rend distance.
Good. It's 30 feet. How much movement speed does it have? Probably 30, 60 with a dash. 90 feet I need to be away. More than 90 feet, 95 feet.
If you need to be, because you have another turn, because he can't use space rend on his next turn.
Yeah, you know what? It's time for Cassius to step up, be a man. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Wait.
Isn't it-
30. There
Isn't
we
it rough terrain?
go.
the
No,
full
the darker
terrain?
circle is not the lighter circle next to the crystal.
Oh yeah, there's different circles. Oh, look at that.
Measure the distance. 40
Nice.
feet away. Firebolt. Oh, Firebolt has a range of 120 feet. I don't even need to move closer. It's okay. Dramatic effect. I slow walk up to the thing.
Cassius slow
Okay.
walks over. I got this.
My first attack roll of the campaign, everyone. See
Ooh.
how it goes.
Ooh.
A 19.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A 19. I did it.
Nice.
Little tiny little modifier. Take
Cassius
this.
slow struts over, conjures a bolt of flame. Cassius, how would you like to do this?
Hey.
Ooh.
I'm going to ignite my hand as I walk over, and this tiny little, tiny teeny modifier is just in the palm of Cassius's hand, and anybody who's watching him would look at it and think, what the hell is this gonna do? And Cassius whips it with all of his might like a baseball player, and this mode of light moves faster than anything anyone has ever seen before, and it tears right through and shatters the giant crystal in the ghoul's skull and splatters his head open.
Ugh.
So visceral.
Viscera flies through the air. Its head is no longer. As the corpse drops to the ground and the bramble around its neck no longer has a neck to attach to. The blade, however, stays intact as it thuds to the ground along with the now lifeless corpse of a ghoul. The crystal's aura, once violet, now dims away. And in its fleeting moments, Broc, you hear a faint echo as the crystals fade color you hear a voice.
The Red Death comes for you.
Did anyone else hear that?
Nope, just you.
No.
At that point, the crystals then turn to violet ash. Like I see, the corpse is still there, but the crystals are gone. And with it, the lingering violet ashes dissipate. Alright.
Hot, 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 hot. Cassius puts out his hand.
And though
Great
there are
job, Cassius.
And though there are no threats remaining, there is still allies dying, and so we will resume. We will continue until that's resolved.
Oh,
Okay.
Cassius, that's it for you.
Yes. Well, I could Misty Step. I'm gonna Misty Step 30 feet towards Mushi.
why me?
Because I'm gonna Dimension Door you right over to him.
Oh shit.
Poof, and then I'll move my guy 30 feet.
So
Yeah, I'll just
The
use the
ruler.
measure. Yeah, I'll use the measurement tool. So I'm gonna track 5 because I just moved 5 feet, so 25 there. All right,
Right there is 30 feet.
Yeah, I'll put it here. There we go. Nice. And then I have my turn. Boop, boop, boop.
Dwargar start to kind of circle around. Mushi.
What did he do? It's done. Oh, good dark. I definitely can't make that on my own, so I'm going to dash over to Cassius. Take the dash action. Why did we have to meet in the mud?
I don't know.
I
The
don't like
bones
it.
touch your feet.
I'll move closer.
I just got rid of that.
Yeah. He's gonna just sniff Ginnar and paw at him gently.
Good arm.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and make me a death saving throw.
Alright. I'll look that.
Alright.
Pass.
Carl. Run on over. Broc. The enemy now is slain. You start to turn your attention to your fallen comrade.
Can I try and do like a medicine check?
Go ahead. Alright.
I will give inspiration to that because I don't know if it succeeds. So I'm just gonna do it anyways. Roll another d6.
Okay. It's
Cool.
a 13.
Alright. 13 is stable.
Great.
Nice.
But with that, with all threats, visible threats, now gone, with dying allies now stable, that concludes combat.
I'm free.
You're now free to move.
Look, oh my hand,
Yes.
Mushi.
It's gross. Get me out of here.
I'm not gonna teleport us now that there's no danger. So you just got to walk out the bug.
Look, give me your bag. I'm gonna start climbing up on you.
Okay, Cassius is very weak, and so he can't carry Mushi and falls prone into the mud.
Can I pick up Ginnar and head over to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up Ginnar.
Yeah, but I'm gonna start dragging you over.
I'll pick up Mushi off of Cassius as well if I can.
Sure.
Cassius, are you good? Do you need help?
Face down in the mud. Good. Thumbs up.
Can I pick him up too? Just like help him up. I don't think I can carry 3 people.
Well, I mean, you may.
Just want to help him up.
Can we move my healing spirit 2 over to Ginnar, please? Use the remaining 2 on him.
Right.
What is that, a d6?
I believe it's.
I want to roll
D6.
it.
Okay, sure, go for it.
D6.
Nice.
9.
Angel
I'll let you do
Badger
that.
hums for you
Okay, I'll heal myself.
with its little trumpet horn.
Nice.
Cassius is gonna pick himself up out of the mud and he's gonna say, I suggest you get off the giant guy. He's gonna go down in a couple seconds.
What?
Oh my
Okay,
god.
I just leap off into the mud face first.
I'm gonna scramble
Did it.
off. What do you mean?
You're gonna drop concentration now?
It's only 10 rounds. Each round is 6 seconds. You got what, 8 times 6, whatever that is left. So only a couple seconds left before you get all lethargic.
And with
It's like
that,
42
a
seconds.
wave of lethargy immediately hits you.
Hold on, I need a nap. I'm gonna lie down in the mud.
No! Please roll over. Please roll over here.
Well, I'll put you guys down first. And then I'll... Yeah, sure. Here. I'm still Snapdigrid. Anyway.
I'm going to pat your head.
I don't remember how to rotate my character. Just pretend I'm lying down.
Shift scroll wheel.
Scroll wheel?
Shift and scroll wheel.
Shift and I'm so sorry, guys.
No, you're fine. Don't
Breaking the immersion of our storytelling.
worry.
Me.
Take it easy now. Pat, pat. Is everyone okay?
Better than ever. And I'm just patting Honey. We did it, you furry little demon.
Badger.
Oh, I saw you bite the shit out of that lizard thing. Ah, man, how did it taste?
Badger.
You know what? One of these days you gotta teach me that language.
Maybe when you just keep trying, you'll get it. I believe in you.
Alright.
You know. Honey Badger, don't fuck. Don't fuck with him.
Right.
Ginnar,
At this point, you guys
okay?
can see that after a while, eventually, the barrier begins to open up here as you see multiple guards begin to kind of drop down into the arena and run on over.
Oh, I have a question before these guards rain on my damn parade, because the drow only want to fuck with me apparently. Well, not just me, but I mean like they just want to make my day bad. Did I see Carl flicker?
I would say probably not, but I'll tell you
Alright.
what, I'll let the dice decide. Make a perception check.
Perception
See
check.
how perceptive you were in that moment.
Skill check. Perception. Not bad. I'm not gonna use inspiration because we gotta let the dice decide.
With 11, I would say probably not.
Ah, damn it. It's okay. I'm sure we'll get down to the bottom of it eventually.
Yeah. The only one who noticed that was Mushi.
Okay. Come on, Drow, shit on me, make me sad, I guess.
Right? Then the guards start running on over.
I'm gonna stand up all defensively.
Their weapons are
What
drawn.
now?
Drawn?
Their weapons
God.
are drawn.
Ugh.
Most of them, you see visible expressions of fear, although they very clearly are trying to hide it and trying to be more stoic. But it's not really working considering everything that just transpired. You can see them kind of speaking to themselves in Elvish as they start to approach you guys. None of you really understand what they're saying, except for you, Cassius. You hear them kind of muttering in Elvish, like screaming to each other, "Go, go, go! Restrain them! Get them! Get them!"
Oh, Jesus. Okay,
I'm
I
gonna start
surrender.
growling at them.
At this point, as the guards get to about here, they will start to speak in Undercommon. And they will start to... forget, only one of you knows Undercommon. They will start to say Mushi. You guys will start hearing him. As they are saying, "Hold prisoners! Don't move!"
Everyone, stay still. Where's Minerva?
The weapons are drawn. They point towards you guys, but they are not necessarily hostile. They're not attacking you guys, they're not moving. They're just holding position in case any of you does something quote-unquote funny. And you guys can
Cassius
see...
is- Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you guys can see Minerva and another Queen's Guard, noted by the similar armor that they're all wearing, begins to approach. And as they get to this point, where are you, Cassius? Right. They will start speaking in Elvish. Cassius, you are the only one who hears this.
Alright.
This guy will come on over here and will say, "It seems your intuition was correct about these folks, Minerva. How fortuitous that is for you." You can see Minerva try and hide a smirk. As they get closer, the guards will kind of try and make way for them. And when they get to here,
Oh.
what's up?
No, keep going, you're on a roll.
Alright. As they get to here, Queen's Guard will start to speak. Will start speaking in Common. So all of you guys that know Common, which is all of you, pretty much, can understand what the following words are. But she changes languages midway through the conversation. So after she says that in Elvish, Cassius, she'll then switch to Common, very clearly in a manner of making sure that everyone hears it, despite that she's talking to Minerva. So she'll say, "The High Priests will have to discuss the matter of these individuals in more detail, along with the rest of the disasters that transpire this late evening. In the meantime," and she'll look over to the guards, "have these assets escorted back to their cells for some much-needed rest."
You
And as-
really love to... I guess dehumanize isn't the word. We're not exactly all humans. What do I say? You love to just treat everyone like shit, don't you?
And as she opens her mouth to start about to say some more things, who has the most dark vision?
Mushi?
Mushi does. Guess that makes sense considering Underdark. Mushi, you are the first one to see a shadow move from above. And all of you see a large shadow drop from the ceiling. As a large creature stands up from its drop, you guys see a large spider. However, this spider is half drow.
Ew.
I feel something crawling up my spine. Saying that in common, actually.
And as this creature or person or something drops down from the sky or from the ceiling, she will say in common, "That won't be necessary. We will be discussing the matter in just a few moments on direct orders of the Queen." At this point, all the Queen's Guard, upon this spider drow arrival, will begin to start kneeling, followed suit by Minerva kind of moving out of the way and doing a deep bow.
Not wanting to seem brash, Cassius will do the same.
I'm gonna stay standing, holding on to Honey.
She will then look to you all. Until then, all of you, assets, valued warriors, take the next few moments or minutes to gather yourselves and your belongings. I'm sure you're all quite exhausted after that prior ordeal.
If possible.
Yep, what's up?
I would like to just walk on over with my hands raised. You know, slowly, nothing. You know, just reading the room, making sure nobody wants to shoot me for getting too close to the Dryder. I'm not trying to approach the Dryder, but I'm trying to approach Minerva. Is that okay? Or do people seem like I should back the fuck up before I get stabbed?
As you start moving on over, the guards express anger.
Oh.
And some of them kind of flinch as if to act, but then almost as if like knowing where they are and what's going on, they don't do anything.
In Elvish, I'm gonna say my bad. Just want to talk to Minerva. Don't mean to interrupt the whole thing. I know we have a grandiose one here, you know, so don't want to make anything uncomfortable for you all, but can I speak to Minerva in private for a moment, even if it's just walking off to the side?
At this point, the Dryder, because that's what she's currently titled. She will raise an eyebrow, and at this point, this guard will turn, stare at you, and go, "The impudence!"
Oh my god, this fucking elf.
She'll raise her hand. No.
No to me or no to them?
No to her.
Okay.
She will continue to kind of keep her head down.
I'm ready to grab Cassius and pull it back.
And what, may I ask, is it you wish to speak to Minerva about?
I'm gonna look at Minerva. Does Minerva seem like right, or Cassius, shut the fuck up, or is she like you know, just like, oh, what is he gonna say?
She seems very much shut the fuck up.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say
She's like, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, reading that, I'll say, oh, you know, us humans, we see a pretty elf and we just can't help ourselves, right?
Oh my god. I'm just gonna bury my face into Honey just in pure disappointment, but also impressed by his catch.
Go ahead and make me a deception check, please.
Okay. Skill check. Deception. Where are you? 0. Straight roll the dice. Not horrible. Do I have another inspiration, or do I only get one per short rest? I forget how many we get. Or
One per
however
long rest. You have 0
Long rest.
currently.
All right. Does
Uh,
anybody want to help me out here?
I don't have any.
Ginnar doesn't really understand the sentiment of your statement, so like feelings. Okay.
That's great. We'll leave it at the 11 then.
Strider will raise an eyebrow. Very well. Well, until you are called, you are free to mend some of your wounds, make yourselves a bit more presentable, and gather any of your armaments that may have been lost through the battlefield. But do not loiter for too long. When you are called, at this point she will give you guys a stern look. You are expected to come this instant. Understood?
Yeah, why would I not follow when someone says to?
Now I facepalm.
So,
As for
Shake
that
my
one,
head.
and she will kind of point at Carl. Judging from the crucible, is he with you, Lot?
yep, that would be correct.
He's ours. He's with us.
Very well. And what of the Dwargar over there?
Kill him. No, someone else.
Never seen him before.
Allies.
Good to know.
Never seen them before.
Benefit keeping them around, so.
She will turn and start speaking in Elvish at this point. She'll go, take the Dwargar away. They will kind of bow. Start moving on over to the Dwargar. Who at this point, seeing that the Queen's Guard are approaching them, they'll go, Musha, you hear them go, oi, oi. Why are you guys coming over here to where we are? And they'll start having a
what's going on?
They'll start speaking in Undercommon, going, come along. We were told to bring you elsewhere. Do not worry, you will not be killed. You've proven yourself an asset, though it seems not as favorable as the others. They'll kind of look at each other. At this point, the Queen's Guard will kind of point their weapons at them and point that way. Duergar will not resist, as they do not want to fuck with these guys. And they will start to be escorted out.
Is there an even split of male and female Queen's Guards, or
No.
what?
Currently, right now, they're all female.
And the Drider, does it present a more feminine nature like the other Queen's Guard? Okay.
They're escorted out. Queen's Guard will start to kind of spread out a little bit more.
Gonna start nudging Broc awake.
Try to move on over, pointing at Minerva to follow.
Oh damn.
What's up, Mushy?
There was just double checking, Mr. GM. Do I know what Driders are? Surely I do, right?
Go ahead and make me a history check. Not Shirley.
Oh, come on. Yeah. Okay, I see it.
See if you maybe stumbled into it. Alright. You've heard of Driders before. You know this thing is called a Drider. I say this thing, it's a person still.
Yeah.
You know this person is referred to as a Drider. Technically still a drow, but technically no longer. From what you know, Driders are a subtype, you think, of drow. You don't know much about them, except for they're half spider, half drow, and that there are very few Driders in existence. You've only heard stories about them, and those stories are more akin to like myths, potentially. And all of them mention coming into being through the power or quote-unquote gift of Malinoth, who is one of the gods that you've heard of. Specifically, she is the patron deity of the drow.
How do you spell that name again? Oh, okay. I did an E instead of an I. Okay. Hey, Broc, wake up. I think, you know how when you grow up in a spore colony, you hear stories about the world around you, and you think they're fake? Because they're just kids' stories?
Uh-huh.
I think something from my childhood stories just she says childhood stories, meanwhile she's like here at like 13. I think something just kinda appeared. Driders are real. Have you heard of them?
I no. What is that?
Drow and spider. Might have been better that you didn't see it actually.
That's
I'm
creepy.
whispering. And
It's kind of creepy, Mushy.
I don't. It's still here, Broc. I think we need to be careful. This seems like a big shot. Also, I want to double check. I made the connection because they're like, blah blah, high priestess, blah blah, and then this bitch showed up and she was like, no need. Is this our high priestess, or can I make that assumption?
You could make that assumption.
I think that's their high priestess or something. I don't know. We should be careful.
Oh. Definitely.
You also might want to wash the blood off of you with the water you have.
That's a very good idea. This feels gross. Can I do that?
Doesn't smell good.
It feels worse. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, you're in a field full of corpses right now.
Still. Mud can't get much muddier.
Hey,
Can I go and scavenge for arrows after too?
You can, yep. Cassius, what are you doing over there?
There's a dagger in this guy's neck, or was. I guess it's on the floor now.
Just on the floor now.
Yeah, I'd like to give me that.
All right. You pick up the blade. It is a silver dagger.
Ooh. Okay, I guess I'll add that to my.
As you
equipment.
grab a hold of this dagger,
Oh.
The dagger is very plain. It's almost completely comprised of just silver. Even the wrapping around the handle seems to be like a white fabric of some kind, albeit the weapon is now pretty bloodied. It's not exactly in the greatest of shapes. It's still definitely in usable shape, but it's not in the greatest of shape. Potentially because it was literally stabbing this creature and like wrapped around it, so it's not in the greatest of shape. Notably, however, there is like a notable characteristic of it is the blade part of the dagger has a slight like light blue etching upon it, like a pattern that looks almost like a cursive pattern. And as you grab a hold of it, you feel slightly weak whilst you hold it.
Wow. Okay. I will just put it in like a little pocket somewhere. Whatever. The bramble that was used to like it was used to ensnare the dagger into his neck to make sure that it didn't go anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Does it look like magical bramble that would happen if someone were to cast like spike growth or something like that, or is it just like some guy took a bush and wrapped it around his neck?
Like that, except the bramble is more. I say bramble, but now that you ever getting a closer look at it, it doesn't seem like it's just picked off a bush, but more like it was fabricated. And it's more metallic in nature.
I would love to study this thing. Is there any part of its body? I know I just popped its head with a cantrip, but is there any part of it that has a crystal in it that's not the red crystal that's still mostly intact, like his arm or his chest or his leg or whatever?
Negative.
Damn.
And in
Fucking
crystal,
thing.
there's only one singular crystal still lodged in its body and its corpse, and that's the one that Broc stabbed in.
Oh, what a useless bugger. And I'll kick the body. And then and then I'll take a couple steps over this way. Wasn't the best athlete. Okay. Is there violet ash on the ground still?
Nope, it has completely dissipated at this point.
Oh, poor Dwagar. Hop off.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So, team, what's up? What are we doing? Anybody feeling horrible? Carl, how you feeling?
You can see Carl at this point is just keeping to himself. He doesn't seem distraught anymore, but you can see that he is thinking really deeply. Like he's got a lot on his mind.
Buddy, you doing okay, Carl?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Just got a lot on my mind is all. A lot of stuff just happened.
I can imagine it's been a rough couple of like months for you. You found out, well, days honestly. You found out about the loss of your brother, and then during this fight, you seemed kind of hopeless there for a moment. You want to talk about anything?
He will look at you, and you can see his bandana kind of move as if like he's about to speak, but then he glances in that direction and then looks back at you. And he goes, yeah, actually, there's a few things I want to talk with everyone after.
Of course, man. You know I'm always here for you.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate that, Cassius.
And what about the rest of you guys? Ginnar, that was quite awesome.
Thanks, but I'm super tired. with like blood gushing out. It's actively bleeding.
You know, you're the toughest guy I know. You did amazing.
Broc turns back, slowly starts shrinking.
I'm
Within a
Oh,
few
that's
seconds,
weird.
Broc is back.
gonna go get arrows.
If we have a second, I would like to study the column since it is technically a plant.
Yeah.
And
But,
if I can, I'd like to try like harvesting some of it because I feel like it's important.
Sure, go ahead and make me a nature check. See what
Sure.
you can glean from it. And then Mushi, you're gonna spend the next couple of minutes to. You're gonna take the next minute to go around collecting arrows.
Yeah, but
I'm-
then I want to go over to the ghoul afterwards.
All right.
I'd also like to add my, I kind of want to add my inspiration to this, so I'm gonna add inspiration to it.
All right. Mushi, unfortunately, this area is very hard. This is rough terrain. The enemies were very tough. As you start looking around for scavengeable arrows, most of them seem to be broken, shattered, or just otherwise completely unusable. Of the 19 arrows you find, only 3 of them are usable again.
Oh, damn.
How many arrows did I use?
19.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
okay. Oh boy.
All right.
Yeah,
Broc, that's a
5 arrows
21
again.
then.
Yeah.
All right. 21 as you kind of start looking at this tree column thing with crystals growing out of it. You see that this. I think you've already gleaned some information from this before. There's not much else that's new. However, some new things that you would notice is the place this tree is located on. It's likely that this tree has been growing here for a very long time. Easily a few decades. Number one. Number two, judging from the surroundings and just the nature of the arena itself, this tree didn't. It's likely that this tree didn't naturally grow here, but rather that it was planted here, and that it grew over the years. And then you notice that though most plants, like specifically like trees, because the other notable thing is this is not like a mushroom. This is a proper tree. From your experience, with herbology, plants, and all that, trees and many other plants, like it, get nutrients from photosynthesis, getting the sunlight, and all that sort of stuff. But clearly, that's not a thing down here in the Underdark. So it's likely that this tree doesn't get its nutrients from sunlight, but rather it's highly likely it gets it from corpses. And as you look at the crystals that grow from it are like the leaves that would grow from a plant. And as this thing gets fed or gets nutrients, it'll grow more quote-unquote leaves, or in this case crystals, with the largest crystals being the most brightest of reds, aka having the most nutrients fed into it. I think I also told you last time, this tree is magical in nature, and so are the crystals. And harvesting it is simply just collecting its leaves, essentially. And the bark is kind of melded with a pillar, so it'd be pretty hard to pull out, but the bark itself is hard as is, even without the fact that it's sort of merged around a stone pillar.
Okay.
A lot of information. There you go.
Yes. Thank you. I've been dying to look at a plant, man. This is great. I still have 4 crystals. I just realized I forgot about. But can I try to get like some of the bark?
Yeah, you can try. Go ahead and make me an attack roll. And a second, what is your weapon do? Make an attack roll, but it has a +2.
It's a 27.
Oh my lord. Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. Now we're talking. As you get your axe and it meets the bark of this tree, and you start to kind of chop at it, the Queen's Guard nearby will stare at you, kind of a little bit upset, but kind of just shrugs it off like, yeah, okay. Like, good luck with that. And as you kind of start chopping at it a little bit, trying to get like a piece of the bark, just a tiny bit, you know, just something. It's a bit hard to kind of keep striking at it. It's not really moving that much, but you are doing damage to the bark. And at some point, as you strike it about the 5th or 6th time, you notice that the mushrooms that kind of grow from the battle axe begin to vibrate and begins to kind of hum a little bit. And you feel as if the axe at this point is now asking for something. Almost as if the axe is expecting something from you.
Can I roll like an intelligence check to see if Broc would know what to do? Because I sure don't.
You can go ahead and make me yeah, just go ahead and make me a flat intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
Click on. Yep, you got it.
Ugh.
All right. As you kind of look upon the axe, confused, you feel like it expects something from you. You feel like it wants something from you, but you have a tough time figuring out what. So you keep chopping at it, and you see that even though you keep chopping at it, nothing changes, but the mushrooms continue to vibrate and hum. And then you realize, you kind of look upon the axe and remember its origin. That it was a weapon entrusted onto you from Torquemir as a sign of you potentially rising up to be his champion, his chosen one. Perhaps the axe looks to test your faith right now.
I mean, should I I don't know. I guess, should I try and cut my hand or something on it? I don't know. I'm sorry. I have no idea.
No worries, I'm
thinking because like he's wrought renewal. I could grab a corpse, but that doesn't. I don't really see a clear path.
Tell you what, I'll give you a few moments.
Thanks.
No-
Go back to me.
no
I'll
problem.
think on it.
Yeah, I'll give you a few moments. There's a couple of other people. I think Mushi, I saw that you headed towards the corpse.
Yeah, I'm looking at it in complete disgust. And I pulled out my 2 daggers and I'm hacking away at it just out of sheer anger right now. You ruined my colony! You disgusting smelling! Stab, hacking at it. And everything. Yeah, honey's gonna come for Mushi.
Badger. Live.
I'm gonna keep just stabbing at it. I'm screaming over here. Well, I mean, you know, not screaming, but I'm screaming.
Cassius, you're muted if you're talking.
Good call. Good call.
Speech bubbles, man, they help.
They help. Yeah, hearing the scream and be like, hey. You had, I can't calm you down. A lot of bad things happened. And I just kicked that body. So if you want to get that rage out, by all means, I understand. But you might just come talk to me afterwards, all right?
That's all I want. I'm gonna just nod at you. And I'm gonna turn back around. And I'm gonna keep the rage going. Screaming, kicking, stabbing, crying.
Ginnar, are you doing anything?
I'm looking to Mushi and being like, I'm trying to guess. I'm like, she's happy? No, that can't be it. Yeah, just thinking about it, but if I can, I'll take a short rest or try to. While thinking about that, like, what you doing? Happiness, maybe.
Hop on to
50%.
honey. Are we able to go and loot whatever's around? Anything that was like the Koatoas or the other Dwegar? Because we had our stuff, so surely they do too.
Yeah, you guys want to go around looting the corpses?
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you want us to actually move over
Yeah,
there?
go ahead and move over so I know who's going where.
Good,
That's not a corpse. Hold up.
I want to talk to this one.
Alright. You approach
whenever-
the Queen's Guard. She will look at you.
Is the Drider... Okay, well, I'm gonna be like, Elvish, you speak it, I speak it. You don't have to speak to me in that language.
Oh, you speak Elvish, I see.
Is
What do you
the
want?
Drider walking away, crawling away, or is it stationary, talking to Minerva?
It's stationary right now. She's talking to Minerva, but not like whispering.
Okay. You know what? Cassius is not good at charisma, but why not? That's the fun in D&D. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna talk to this Queen's Guard and be like, I saw the way that other Queen's Guard was talking to Minerva, and I'm not talking about the holy one over there. I'm talking about, the one that was escorting Minerva. Is that your boss? Or are you above them?
None of the Queen's Guard necessarily are above each other. Some are just sometimes given temporary higher status from the High Priests. In this case,
I see.
the other person simply took initiative, leadership for this incident.
And Minerva is one of you guys, right? Because if I'm not mistaken, Wait, were you on that mission where you guys stopped our caravan and then you know, were you there? You recognize me?
No.
You know what? You guys, never mind. Anyways, so how'd you end up here? You get recruited at a young age? How's it work?
She'll frown at you.
Okay. You know
Are there
what?
any
You fucker.
actual questions you have for me? Or are you just
Last
going to continue
question.
wasting my time?
Last question. I promise. And then I'm gonna, as this whole pointless banter is happening, I'm going to try and eavesdrop on their conversation.
Alright. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Boop boop. Not horrible. Not horrible.
My lord. Alright. From where you are right now, you can't really hear anything that they're saying.
Oh my god. It's fucking stupid.
Very hush-hush right now.
When I don't get what I want, I'm just not even gonna I'm just gonna drop the act. I'm just gonna turn around and be like, stupid fucking elf.
What is it?
Oh, nothing.
You step away.
Yeah, just step away.
Can I tell what kind of armor those dwarves are wearing? Draugr.
Those...
Yeah, the Draugr, this dead one. Or am I too far away?
You're a bit far away. It's definitely
could I-
leaning towards the medium to heavy, though, for sure.
Oh, I'm curious about that. I'll go see. Wait, first. Hey, can I loot that corpse? I ask. Carp.
Oh, you're talking to... I mean, if the guards aren't gonna kill you, then yeah, go for it. This
Gleefully.
man's loot is ours.
I've already started walking once he gave me permission.
Alright. Mushi,
Yeah.
so, from what you can see... Give me a moment.
Mm-hmm.
There are spears. 3 spears, a net, a shield, and 2 very big great clubs.
Do any of them stand out in particular, or they just look like crude-looking weapons?
They all look extremely crude.
Okay. Moving on.
They're usable, but very crude.
I don't think I need them. They take up space.
Alright. Ginnar, as you go to there, the Dwargar, at this point you can now see the armor. The Dwargar is wearing scale mail armor.
Gale now.
Heavy?
Medium armor.
Let me just check my decks, see if it's useful.
Don't burn it. Don't burn it again. You might make the other people angry here.
Well, you know, it's harder to burn metal, I find.
This armor will be worse than what you're currently wearing.
Yeah, I was just trying to look. Yeah, alright. Disinterested, I'll walk away.
Alright. The Dwargar machine, because you're sticking around, I think.
Yeah.
Scale mail armor, a shield, and a war pick.
Do they all look crude too?
No. These ones seem decently well made, yeah. By decently, I mean, they're well made. They're not like masterwork or like, you know, fine craftsmen, but they're good.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you can sell these. What do you think, honey?
Badger.
Okay, maybe we can use it for trade if we ever get out of here. I'm gonna add them all into my inventory, but I'm gonna put the scale mail carefully over Honey as if it's like him wearing it, but it clearly doesn't fit, so it's just on top of him. You'll be safe for now, boy.
Adds a carpet. Badger.
You're blinked out.
Badger.
Alright, so that's a +1 war pick? Is that what you called it?
Just a war pick. There's no +1.
Oh, I just mean like +1 to my
Oh,
inventory.
yeah.
War pick medium? Scale mail? Yeah. Scale mail?
By the way, the scale mill armor, it is medium sized.
It's for Honey.
That's not gonna
It's
benefit.
carpet.
Yeah.
Bling bling. How are you feeling, Ginnar? Sitting on Honey's head right now.
I think
You think?
Devil is
Who?
dead. And yeah,
Look
who?
at you puzzling with a puzzled look.
Yeah, and then I forget for a second. I'm like,
Oh my god.
yes, a kind
What?
of sadness.
Who are you talking
Maybe
about?
is that? Yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess huh?
I feel like something's slipping my mind now too.
Yeah, I guess
You're
so.
confusing me, Ginnar.
Oops. Sorry about that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I never thought of Devil as a friend. Just a person that was in the room.
I was starting to, and then you questioned my my thoughts, and I'm like, I guess not.
Yeah. Yeah, right. And then we go back to Broc. Broc, as you continue to chop at the bark, the axe hums at you. It asks for a show of faith.
Show of faith. Can I?
And the axe comes from Torquemir.
Mm-hmm. Can I make like a religion check? I am so clueless. Like
I'll tell you this.
like-
I'll tell you this. What do gods want from worshippers?
Faith.
And how does
Worship.
one show faith?
Praying.
Cough.
Is that your hint? That might be your hint.
Sorry guys, my throat is
I'm so sorry.
He did say he was sick, so
Yeah,
just
I'm a bit sick.
ignore
Sorry
that.
about this. Sorry
Let's
about that.
move past that. And now,
Yeah.
what does this god want?
I guess I'll pray to Torquemir. I'll pray to Torquemir.
Alright.
My God.
What do you say?
Dear Torquemir, it's me, Broc, from before. I'm kind of nervous, but I guess I wanted to ask what I can do to show you my faith in you, and also wanted to say thank you again for the axe, which has helped me to save my friends, allow them to live another day, and has brought nutrients to the ground for this tree. Amen.
I love it.
Amen.
Brock is not a man of faith. He does not know what he's doing.
He's
I love
trying,
the
he's
idea of
trying.
Brock is just chopping at this tree, going, "This is weird." The bedrock starts vibrating, and Brock is like, "Oh yeah, right. Yo, God,
What's
it's
up,
your
God?"
boy. Thanks for this cool thing.
That's exactly what happens. Yeah, that's it.
Thanks for keeping my friends alive, I think, and see you later, I guess."
Help would be appreciated.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and make me a faith check, actually.
Yeah, that's fair. Do I add anything to it?
You are.
I believe I have 2 piety with Torquemir according
Yeah,
to
you
my
are
note.
worshiping
I don't
him,
know if you-
right? From my understanding. Okay. If you are worshiping him, then yeah, you can put that your deity is involved.
Okay.
God damn it.
All right.
Can I use inspiration? I don't know if I have any inspiration left.
You do. You have one.
Can I use inspiration for this?
You do that.
Okay.
Did you
I'm
20
gonna
roll?
do that.
All right.
It's D6, right?
Yep. All right.
Doesn't even make it past a 10.
I start screaming out loud to Torquemir, even though he's not necessarily.
When I'm praying.
Your creation's here! My brother!
As you pray to Torquemir Brock, and you begin to kind of chop at this tree, eventually, though you don't feel like your prayer reached Torquemir, the prayer reached the axe, which in and of itself is enough for it. And so when you strike the next time with the axe, and as it digs into the bark of the tree, the axe begins to change. The blade, the edges of the battle axe begins to form almost roots sprouting from the mushrooms coming from the center of it. The sharp edges begins to be more polished and turn a more muddy green tint. And as you pull the axe back, a piece of the tree bark comes with it. With that, your weapon has ascended to a new form. You no longer have a hand of decay, but an arm of decay, as your weapon has evolved.
Oh.
I will send you the details for that later,
Yeah.
Thank you.
because I have so much prep to do for the next session, you don't even know. That'll be one of it.
That's so
Nice.
cool. I'm gonna kind of look at it like, whoa, I did not know they could do that. And I'm gonna turn to Mushi and I'm gonna go, Mushi, look what happened to the axe.
Look at it. Oh, it whoa.
It's growing. It's alive.
Yeah.
I'm ecstatic.
I'm gonna see that Brock's excited, and I'm not gonna say it's weird anymore. I was about to.
I'm like almost
Hold my
jumping
breath.
up and down.
I'm like, oh, it looks like Torquemir did a thing. I guess that old man does do stuff, huh? Aside from giving away his powers and whatever. Oh, never mind. Petty. And I dust off my cape.
Does the bark come off of the axe?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can have you can add 1 unit of blood tree bark.
Ledge. Thank you.
or blood crystal tree. That's enough for me to know what it is.
Cool. Thank you.
Alright. As you finish doing that, the Drider in the distance will begin to call for you guys. Alright. It's time. Gather rounds, all of you. And as you guys start making your way over, Carp will start kind of muttering to everyone, but specifically towards Ginnar, as he will say, "Don't do anything rash. I don't like where this is going."
I salute.
Alright. As you get to this point, Minerva will bow, and then the Drider will go, "No, you're coming too." She will then wave her hands, forming magic. And then she will snap her finger. And all of you disappear.
I was muted. Now the effect I did was ruined.
No, do it again.
Okay, Gabe, say the last thing again before we disappeared.
I don't.
Take two, go.
Take two.
Oh my
Rewind.
Please, please, please.
God. Bro, I don't even remember what I said. What was the last thing I said?
She like
Just
cut out
the snapping of fingers and then
Oh,
gone.
she snaps her fingers, and with that, you all disappear.
The mic keeps cutting out. No.
Okay, let's roll it back. Take three from the top. Gabe, go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Alright. The scenery is a bit different, so ignore the back. Actually, I'm gonna use this. Get that out of there.
Turbo loading.
Alright. PC restarted, so you gotta load everything again.
Got it. We're good.
Alright. Alright. At this point, you all find yourselves in a new environment. Find yourself within a large, almost opulent room. Except the opulent room, opulent in the way that it seems very, almost royal. It's got fancy embroidered banners. It's got a carpet under your feet. It seems very kingly, like. It's a large, open spaced room. And at first you think, for the first, second or two that you appear in this room and you scan your surroundings, the surroundings of which are lit up by the various braziers. You notice that the room, you thought initially, like, oh, this seems to be a room that one might find in a castle per se, maybe like a throne room of sorts, except there are two main things that make you think otherwise. The first is that there are no thrones in this room. There's no chairs. There's nothing. Just a large open room with pillars surrounding the left and right side. And the room is, you think, dusty? Or at least unkept, as there are cobwebs everywhere. This room does not seem like it has been well kept for a long while, until you notice that there is not one but several Driders in the room, crawling around these cobwebs. And at the end of the room, where you might think that a throne or a king or a queen would be, instead there is a large figure of a giant spider that descends from the ceiling. At the top of this spider is a large, vaguely humanoid creature that stares upon you. And you realize you're in the presence of a god.
No!
And that is where
way.
we're going to end today's session.
Oh god.
Huh.
Fuck. No. No.
Another one?
Yes.
We go to every empire, we meet their god, and then ghouls are gonna come and firebomb each one.
Oh god, please no.
You guys are alive! Oh my god!
Yeah.
You said unkept, and I'm like, there's gonna be fucking more Triders. I just know it. Then you said cobwebs. I'm like, fuck. No, 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 no. Oh god.
You guys are gonna meet someone, I'll be blunt, very dangerous.
Oh.
They really are talking to Cassius.
But you're going to have to wait for a while because unfortunately I have so much prep to do. I mentioned this before as well to you guys. I don't think I said it on stream. But there was going to be a time where I did need to take a week off just to do like a ridiculous amount of prep. Normally this wouldn't really be a problem in the past, like with previous campaigns. Except I have IRL responsibilities and a job now that I have to do, so my time is limited. So the only real time I have to work on D&D now, like properly, are Mondays. The amount of prep that I need to do, without spoiling it, yeah, I'm gonna need a couple of extra hours.
Mm.
No worries.
Yeah, fine.
All
But yeah,
good.
so we're not gonna have a session this next Monday coming up, but we'll have a session hopefully if everything goes well, the following Monday after it. One thing I will mention, however, I would suggest you take this time, this next, well, I guess technically it's not 1 week, it's 2 weeks time now. Take this 2 weeks to figure out what you want to do for your next level up, because I mean, spoiler alert, it's gonna happen like next session.
Got it.
Woohoo! Level 8.
Take the
8.
next
Nice.
1 to 2 weeks to pray to your god, whatever it may be, because you're fucked.
Yeah. Assuming, of course, you don't die. I mean, maybe don't. Yeah. You're a god, but you do you.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not telling you guys right now. I'll remind you guys next session. Don't worry. So don't feel too stressed. This is not Torquemere.
Figured.
Yeah, figured.
Torquemere didn't appreciate the comments. Some of the comments that were thrown at him.
So we can't just dunk on him for 2 hours and
No,
be all
no.
right?
You'll find out next session.
You mean Mushi being a brat?
Yeah, you guys
And-
will find out next session.
Oh my god.
But pretty exciting. I'm excited at least.
Yeah.
But anyways,
God
thanks so
damn.
much for playing, everyone. I know we had a shorter session today. We did start a bit later. I also, admittedly, wasn't expecting the boss to just get that shit on, to be blunt. I knew the power of a hasted fighter with action surge was gonna be rough. Yeah, I didn't realize it was gonna be that rough, and then the crit kind of, it wasn't a lot of crit damage, but it was just like, oh my lord.
It was enough for a cantrip to finish it off,
Oh
which
my
was very
lord.
cool.
Yeah, we did a combined like 50 damage in like 2 turns.
Yeah, and then there was the clash that even though like you only got one win in, just because of the just raw damage you did, you still did a chunk of it. Yeah, you guys took that thing out real quick once the half damage trait was removed. My god.
Yeah.
Yeah. But good stuff, guys.
Ooh,
Thank you for the
good
session.
job. Thanks
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
session.
thanks.
Yeah. like I said in the previous sessions as well, if you guys are gonna stick around, cool. But if you guys are gonna get going, fair enough. I'll have a good night. I'll talk to you guys, whatever.
Good night, stream.
Good
Night
night,
stream.
Have a
stream.
good night, you guys.